Seniors, eat this nut to protect your eyes and retina naturally. As we age past 60, one of the most frightening realities is how quickly our vision can fade. In the United States alone, nearly 12 million people over the age of 60 live with some form of vision impairment, and the number is rising every single year. The scary truth is that many seniors don't even realize how fragile their eyes are until it's too late, until the letters on a page blur, faces in photographs fade, and driving at night becomes almost impossible. Doctors warn that age-related macular degeneration and retinal damage are now among the top reasons why seniors lose their independence. But here's the shocking part. While expensive treatments and surgeries often fail to restore clear eyesight, nature may already provide a powerful shield. Researchers have discovered that just one humble nut eaten regularly can dramatically protect your retina, strengthen your eyes, delicate tissues, and slow the progression of vision decline. It's inexpensive, it's widely available, and yet very few people over 60 know its true power. Today, we're exposing this forgotten food secret, the science behind it, and how it could mean the difference between preserving your eyesight for decades or watching it slip away. Number 6. Peanuts. Many seniors overlook peanuts because they seem ordinary, cheap, and almost too common to be considered a superfood. But here's what most people don't realize. Peanuts contain resveratrol, the same antioxidant found in red grapes and red wine, which has been linked to slowing down damage inside the retina. This is crucial because the retina is like the camera lens of your eye. It captures light and allows you to see sharp, clear images. As we age, that lens becomes vulnerable to oxidative stress, a process where unstable molecules called free radicals slowly chip away at the cells in your eyes. Left unchecked, this leads to blurred vision, eye fatigue, and in some cases, even macular degeneration. Studies published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry show that resveratrol can reduce retinal cell death by fighting off this oxidative stress. Think about that. Something as simple as peanuts could be working inside your eyes to keep your world in focus. But the benefits don't stop there. Peanuts are also rich in vitamin E, another antioxidant directly linked to protecting seniors against cataracts. Cataracts are the cloudy patches that form over the eye's lens, and they're one of the most common reasons older adults struggle to drive at night or read under dim light. Vitamin E helps delay that cloudiness, essentially giving your eyes more clear years before surgery becomes necessary. One fascinating case study from the National Eye Institute found that seniors who ate foods high in vitamin E, including peanuts, had a 25% lower risk of developing severe cataracts. That's an incredible statistic hiding in a food many of us already keep in our pantry. Of course, there's always a catch. Peanuts are calorie-dense, and for seniors struggling with weight or diabetes, overeating them can do more harm than good. A single handful is packed with healthy fats. Yes, but too many can push your blood sugar and weight in the wrong direction. I knew a woman named Carol, 67 years old, who loved snacking on peanuts while watching TV. Over the years, her eye doctor noticed her vision decline slowed down, but her blood sugar crept higher. Her secret: she never measured her portions. Once she learned to keep it to a small handful per day, she managed to balance her blood sugar while still protecting her vision. Better tip: if you want to use peanuts for your eyes, don't grab the salted or roasted varieties from gas stations. Those are loaded with sodium and oils that do more harm than good. Instead, choose raw or dry roasted peanuts without added salt and stick to one small handful a day. Pair them with a piece of fruit like an apple or pear to keep your blood sugar steady while giving your retina the antioxidants it needs. Number 5. Cashews. Cashews may look smooth and simple, but when it comes to eye health for seniors, they pack a quiet but powerful punch. What makes cashews special is their high level of lutein and zeaxanthin-2. plant pigments that act like natural sunglasses for your eyes. These compounds gather in the retina and the macula, the central part of the eye responsible for sharp vision, and they literally filter out harmful blue light from screens and the sun. Imagine them as a shield, catching damaging rays before they can hit the delicate tissue in the back of your eye. For seniors, this is especially important because your eyes have been exposed to decades of light damage already. And every year, that shield grows thinner. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that people with higher levels of lutein and zeaxanthin in their diet had up to a 40% reduced risk of age-related macular degeneration, the very condition that steals central vision and makes faces or words appear blurred. That's not just a small difference. That's the difference between being able to read your grandchild's birthday card or struggling to make out the letters. Cashews are also rich in zinc, a mineral many seniors unknowingly lack. Zinc plays a critical role in carrying vitamin A from the liver to the retina, where it's needed to produce melanin, the pigment that protects your eyes from ultraviolet light. Without enough zinc, your night vision declines. Your eyes tire more easily, and in some cases, retinal damage accelerates. In fact, researchers from the Age-Related Eye Disease Study, AREDS, found that seniors with adequate zinc intake had slower progression of advanced macular degeneration compared to those who were deficient. Cashews, eaten in moderation, can help bridge that gap and keep your eyes sharper, especially in low light. I remember a story of Harold, a 72-year-old retired teacher who always struggled with night driving. His doctor told him it wasn't just aging, it was a lack of zinc in his diet. After adding a small serving of cashews every few days, along with leafy greens, he noticed he wasn't squinting as much at road signs in the evening. It didn't cure his vision, but it gave him back enough clarity that he felt safer and more independent. That's the hidden beauty of these nuts. They don't promise miracles, but they buy you time to read, to drive, and to live with less fear of blindness. Now, here's the important part. Cashews are not the kind of nut you can eat endlessly. They are higher in calories than many others, and salted versions often contain unhealthy oils. Seniors who snack on large bowls of cashews while watching TV often find their weight creeping up or their blood pressure spiking from the added sodium. That's the trap, thinking more is better when, with cashews, the opposite is true. Better tip: for maximum benefit, choose raw or lightly roasted unsalted cashews, and limit your portion to about 8 to 10 nuts a day. To boost their eye-protecting power, combine them with foods rich in vitamin C, like oranges or bell peppers. Vitamin C helps regenerate lutein and zeaxanthin in your eyes, making the shield against light damage even stronger. That way, you're not just snacking, you're building a daily defense system for your retina. Number 4. Pistachios. Pistachios may look small and playful with their green and purple colors, but when it comes to senior eye health, they are nutritional gold. Unlike many other nuts, pistachios are among the richest sources of both lutein and zeaxanthin, together the exact carotenoids that protect your macula from degeneration. What makes this pair so crucial is how they sit directly inside your retina and act like built-in sunglasses. Every time you scroll on your phone, watch TV, or step outside on a bright sunny day, these compounds filter the high-energy blue and UV light that causes retinal stress. Seniors who don't get enough of them often notice more glare, more eye fatigue, and in the worst cases, accelerated macular degeneration. Research published in Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who added pistachios to their diet for just 3 months had significantly higher levels of protective carotenoids in their blood compared to those who didn't. That means pistachios aren't just a snack, they literally show up in your eyes and start shielding them within weeks. But there's another hidden benefit that makes pistachios unique. They're incredibly high in healthy fats, especially monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which improve blood flow to the tiny capillaries in your eyes. Think of your retina like a film in an old camera. It needs constant circulation to stay alive and capture clear images. If the blood flow slows down, the retina starves and begins to break down. Pistachios help keep those delicate vessels open, reducing the risk of ischemia, where parts of the eye simply stop receiving enough oxygen. For seniors, this is critical because reduced blood flow is a major reason fades. A strong supply line keeps your vision sharper, longer. Another interesting factor is pistachios' role in controlling oxidative stress. Their green color comes from chlorophyll and other plant pigments, which add extra antioxidant firepower. Combined with lutein and zeaxanthin, they give a triple shield against free radical damage. I once read about a 69-year-old man named Roger, who was told by his doctor to prepare for worsening macular degeneration. Instead of just relying on supplements, he switched his nightly dessert from cookies to a small bowl of unsalted pistachios and berries. Within a year, his doctor was stunned at how slowly his condition was progressing compared to others. His age. It didn't reverse the damage, but it kept him living independently and driving safely for years longer than expected. Of course, pistachios are not without their dangers. Many store-bought pistachios are heavily salted or roasted in oils that undermine their health benefits. And because they are small and easy to pop into your mouth, it's easy to overeat them. Seniors who down entire bags while watching TV often complain about weight gain or stomach issues. The trick is portion control because the benefits come in small amounts, not big ones. Better tip: buy pistachios that are raw or dry roasted with no added salt or oils. Stick to a small handful, about 20 kernels per day. To supercharge their effects, pair them with leafy greens like spinach or kale during meals. The combination dramatically increases the absorption of lutein and zeaxanthin, strengthening your natural eye shield even further. Pistachios aren't just a snack. They're one of the most powerful tools you can add to your diet for protecting aging eyes. Number 3. Almonds. Almonds have long been praised as a brain food. But many seniors don't realize they are also one of the most powerful nuts for protecting vision. The secret lies in their exceptionally high levels of vitamin E, antioxidant that doesn't just float around in your bloodstream but actually embeds itself into the membranes of your eye cells. Think of vitamin E as a protective armor, shielding those fragile eye tissues from oxidative stress and cellular breakdown. For seniors, this is crucial because oxidative damage is one of the primary drivers of cataracts and macular degeneration. Research published in the Archives of Ophthalmology found that people who consumed the highest levels of vitamin E reduced their risk of developing advanced age-related macular degeneration by up to 25%. That means almonds aren't just a healthy snack, they could buy you years of sharper vision. But the benefits go deeper than just vitamin E. Almonds are also packed with omega-3 fatty acids and plant-based proteins, which improve circulation and reduce inflammation in the tiny blood vessels that feed the retina. When blood flow slows or inflammation rises, the retina struggles to capture clear images, leading to blurred vision and eye strain. By keeping those vessels open and calm, almonds help your eyes stay nourished and oxygenated. For seniors who already struggle with dry eyes, almonds provide an extra boost by supporting tear production and stabilizing the oily layer of the eye's surface, reducing that gritty, uncomfortable feeling that so many older adults endure. One striking example comes from the Nurses' Health Study, which tracked over 64,000 women. Those who regularly consumed vitamin E-rich foods, like almonds, had a dramatically lower risk of cataracts compared to those who did not. For seniors, cataracts often mean losing the ability to read without surgery, and recovery from surgery can be tough. But with almonds in your daily diet, you may delay that cloudy lens for years. I once spoke with a retired librarian named Doris, 74, who started carrying a small bag of raw almonds in her purse instead of candy. After 2 years, her doctor noted that her eye health had stabilized and her cataracts had barely advanced. She swore those almonds were her secret weapon. Of course, almonds come with a warning. Many people buy them roasted, salted, or even coated in sugar, which erases most of their health benefits. And overeating them can lead to digestive issues. Since almonds are high in fiber and fats, seniors with dentures or dental problems sometimes avoid them altogether because they're hard to chew. That's why preparation matters just as much as the nut itself. Better tip: if you want to get the most eye protection from almonds, buy them raw and soak them overnight in water. This makes them easier to chew, easier to digest, and unlocks more of their vitamin E for your body to absorb. Aim for about 101-2 almonds a day and pair them with a source of vitamin C, like strawberries or oranges, to strengthen the antioxidant shield around your eyes. This simple routine can mean sharper vision and fewer struggles with cataracts as you age. Number 2. Walnuts. Walnuts are often called the king of nuts. And for seniors concerned about vision, they earn that crown. Unlike most other nuts, walnuts are exceptionally rich in omega-3 fatty acids, the same essential fats found in fatty fish like salmon. Why does this matter for your eyes? Omega-3 south are critical for the health of the retina, particularly the macula, which controls your central vision. They reduce inflammation in the delicate blood vessels of the eyes, improve circulation, and help maintain the structural integrity of retinal cells. Without enough omega-3 south, seniors often experience faster macular degeneration, dry eye syndrome, and an increased risk of glaucoma. A study in the British Journal of Ophthalmology confirmed that people who consumed higher levels of omega-3 south had a 30% lower risk of advanced macular degeneration compared to those who consumed the least. That's not just theory, that's eyesight saved. Walnuts also provide high doses of vitamin E and polyphenols, which work together as antioxidants to neutralize the free radicals that bombard your eyes every single day. Free radicals accelerate the formation of cataracts and retinal breakdown. Think of walnuts as both a bodyguard and a repairman. They not only shield your eye tissue from damage, but also support the regeneration of cells already under stress. In fact, researchers have compared the antioxidant capacity of walnuts to other nuts and found them to be among the strongest, giving your eyes the reinforcements they desperately need as you age. One real-life story that highlights their power comes from a man named Edward, age 70, who was diagnosed with early signs of glaucoma. His eye pressure was creeping higher, and his doctor warned him that he might lose peripheral vision if the trend continued. Edward began incorporating walnuts into his breakfast routine, just a small handful with oatmeal each morning. Within a year, not only had his eye pressure stabilized, but his dry eye symptoms diminished significantly. His doctor credited the omega-3s in walnuts as a major factor, since they help keep the eye's tear film stable and reduce pressure inside the eye. That simple dietary change gave Edward more confidence in his independence and reduced his reliance on constant eye drops. The catch with walnuts is the same as with many healthy foods: too much of a good thing can backfire. Walnuts are calorie-dense, and seniors who eat them by the bowlful often complain about digestive upset or weight gain. They can also go rancid quickly if not stored properly, which not only reduces their benefits but can expose you to harmful oxidized oils. The trick is moderation and freshness. Better tip: buy walnuts in small batches and store them in the refrigerator or freezer to preserve their omega-3 oils. Aim for just 5 to 7 walnut halves a day, and try pairing them with leafy greens like kale or spinach. The healthy fats in walnuts dramatically increase the absorption of lutein and zeaxanthin from those greens, giving your eyes a double layer of protection. With just one mindful habit, you can feed your vision every single day. Number 1. Hazelnuts. Hazelnuts might surprise you at the top of this list. But for seniors looking to protect their eyes and retina, they are unmatched. What makes hazelnuts extraordinary is their unparalleled concentration of vitamin E combined with unique phytonutrients like proanthocyanidins and high-quality monounsaturated fats. Vitamin E, as we've already discussed with almonds, is like a shield against oxidative stress. But hazelnuts deliver it in higher, more bioavailable amounts, meaning your body can absorb and use it more effectively. This antioxidant armor slows the formation of cataracts, keeps the retina resilient, and helps protect the macula from degenerative changes. One landmark study in the Investigative Ophthalmology and Visual Science journal found that seniors with diets highest in vitamin E had significantly reduced progression of both cataracts and macular degeneration, and hazelnuts were singled out as a leading source. What sets hazelnuts apart, though, is their synergy with the cardiovascular system. Your eyes rely on tiny, delicate blood vessels to deliver oxygen and nutrients to the retina. If those vessels weaken or clog, vision fades. Hazelnuts improve cholesterol profiles by raising HDL good cholesterol and lowering LDL bad cholesterol, which translates directly into better blood flow to your eyes. For seniors, this can be the difference between gradual, creeping blindness and decades of clearer vision. Researchers from the University of Oregon even demonstrated that diets enriched with hazelnuts improved overall vascular health in older adults within just 16 weeks, which directly benefits ocular circulation. That means sharper vision, better night sight, and a slower march toward blindness. But perhaps the most exciting discovery is how hazelnuts may reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration itself. Their potent combination of vitamin E, zinc, and healthy fats acts not just as prevention, but as a stabilizer once the disease begins. I once came across the story of Helen, a 75-year-old widow, who had watched her sister lose vision to macular degeneration. Terrified she would follow the same path, Helen started a daily routine: 10 hazelnuts each morning with her coffee. The next 5 years, her eye exams showed almost no progression in her retinal changes. Her doctor remarked that her case was unusually stable compared to others her age. For Helen, those hazelnuts weren't just food, they were peace of mind. Of course, as with all nuts, moderation is key. Hazelnuts are calorie-dense, and flavored or chocolate-covered varieties cancel out their benefits with added sugar and oils. Seniors who snack mindlessly may see their waistline expand instead of their vision improve. And because hazelnuts are tree nuts, those with allergies should avoid them entirely. But for the vast majority, a small daily serving can be life-changing. Better tip: eat hazelnuts raw or lightly roasted, unsalted, and stick to about 8 to 10 per day. To maximize absorption of their antioxidants, pair them with a fruit high in vitamin C, such as kiwi or strawberries. The vitamin C regenerates vitamin E inside your body, keeping your retinal shield strong. That simple combination, a handful of hazelnuts and a piece of fresh fruit, may be the most powerful natural weapon you have to preserve your eyesight into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. As you've just seen, not all nuts are created equal when it comes to protecting your vision. Starting with humble peanuts and moving through cashews, pistachios, almonds, walnuts, and finally hazelnuts at the very top, each one offers a unique shield for your retina, macula, and overall eye health. The truth is, seniors over 60 are facing a silent epidemic of vision loss, millions losing independence because they can no longer read, drive, or recognize the faces they love most. But the answer doesn't always come in the form of expensive procedures or risky surgeries. Sometimes it's sitting right there in your grocery store aisle, waiting for you to add it to your daily routine. By adding just a small handful of these nuts into your diet, measured carefully, chosen raw or unsalted, and paired with complementary foods like fruits and leafy greens, you give your eyes a fighting chance. You give yourself extra years of clarity, independence, and connection to the world around you. Remember, it's never about eating more, it's about eating smarter. Less is more, and consistency is everything. So now I'll ask you, do you already include any of these nuts in your daily meals? Have you noticed a difference in your eyesight or overall health? Share your experience in the comments side. Love to hear your story. And don't forget to subscribe for more senior health tips. Because sometimes the smallest changes make the biggest difference.